Hey guys, it's Rush. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the channel. This video today we're looking at more Ken tips. So some quick Ken tips to add to your game. So the first technique I'm going to show you is how to punish sweeps even at max range. Now this might sound like a real basic thing, but similar to Street Fighter 5, you can't always sweep a sweep back as a punish. At max range it doesn't always work. I also wasn't very keen on the Dragon Lash loop video, so I did a video on Dragon Lash showing you how to do it. From that perspective, it's a good video. It shows you how to do it. But there wasn't really any explanation as to where you can use it, if that makes sense. Like, where do you apply this? Punishing sweeps, you can do stand heavy punch into Dragon Lash, medium Dragon Lash, to get a punish, but not a max range. So let me show you these techniques now, so it makes more sense. So I've got a recorded of Zangief doing a neutral jump into sweep. It's just to help with the timing of the punish. At max range, you can do things like raw OD Tatsu. That'll punish pretty much all sweeps at max range. You can also use level 1, level 2 super. Level 1 is risky because I've seen it sometimes where the first hit connects and the rest of it doesn't connect. But maybe that's not always a viable option, but it is an option. Level 2 super is much more consistent. So I mentioned stand heavy punch as a punish for sweep. This is good where the sweep is closer range, where the stand heavy punch will connect. You can cancel that into medium Dragon Lash and you will get a follow-up because obviously they're sweeping, which means they're crouching. So you can see there, I did stand heavy punch, cancelled it into medium Dragon Lash, and I got my crouch jab as a link off the medium Dragon Lash. And because the stand heavy punch hits as a punish counter, that's why it all links together. Let's do that again. That's the sequence. But similar to the Dragon Lash video, the loops, I didn't loop it there, but an application of stand heavy punch into medium Dragon Lash. Really good opportunity to use that where sweeps are badly spaced. So tip number 2 is where you're in the corner and the opponent's pressuring you and you go for a read and you do forward jump, but you use OD Tatsu to extend the range of the jump. Gives you like more of a float as you're in the air to escape the corner. I'm going to repeat, this is a read, so it will beat, well, I say beat, it will escape throws, command grabs in the corner, delayed, like heavily delayed buttons, it may beat. It's not guaranteed to work, but it's a good option. So that's how it looks. You do the OD Tatsu as soon as possible. As soon as you get off the ground, you want to do it. If you do it too early, you may mess up the input. Do it too late, you won't cover enough ground to really get out of the corner. But it's a really good technique to use if you do want to jump out. So the next tip, guys, is anti-air DP in Street Fighter 6, particularly mid-screen. It's tricky to anti-air DP people. If you've come from Street Fighter 5 and you, like me, would ever so slightly move your character for anti-air DPing, that would mean that you input the DP from generally a standing position, and that doesn't really work in this game too well. You'll find if you try and do a little walk and then DP from standing, you will get hit by jump attacks. So you can see there a few examples, but you can see this jump light kick was beating the DP. If they go over you, I was whiffing DP. This happens a lot to me in matches. So I've done a bit of practice, and what I found is it's much better in this game to do DP from a crouching position. If you look at my inputs on the left hand side, what that means is you will crouch, and to get your DP you will do down forward, down forward, and then press punch to activate DP. That's how you do the DP if they're jumping and they land in front. If they go behind you and you want to cross cut, what's working for me is, and I'm still testing this, is I would do down forward, and as the opponent goes over me, I would do down back, and then my punch button to get my DP. So you can see it's tricky. I tried to get a crosscut. The one before last was a crosscut, and I tried to use the down forward, down back input. It's very tricky, very, very tricky. But I do feel that there's more consistency if you anti-air this way, if you are using DP as an anti-air. So this last tip is another anti-air tip. It is mid-screen, and you are using OD Jinrai mid-screen to get juggles. Now, I'm not saying this should be done, I'm just showing you it can be done, and it can lead to some interesting combos. If you get a trade where you do the OD Jinrai, you can still get follow-ups with the trade, and if you trade with something like a light button, you get some ridiculous trades. So yeah, like I said, not super sensible, but you get some very, very cool things off it in certain situations. So it's just something to be aware of that you may potentially use as Ken. That's it, guys. Short and sweet. Those are the tips. Do with them as you wish, and I'll catch you in a future video. Take care.